Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully, you are enjoying your weekend. I have got the footy spirit in me. Also, a viewing party later today, but we have music to check out, and I'm actually kind of excited about this one because we have a brand new artist on the channel, KyoungSeo. She's a soloist, and she's been getting a lot of love from Insomnias on Twitter this week. Now, if I remember correctly, I think they were on some type of show or stage or concert with Dreamcatcher, and they were the act before or something like that. And she seemed to have garnered quite a bit of attention from the Insomnias who watched the show, went to the show. Again, I'm not very clear on the details. I actually could not find what the details were about, but she dropped a new song called 120 BPM, and I figured I would check out the song one time because I always love learning about new artists, and if it comes highly praised from some of my own people in the Insomnia fandom, then I'm perfectly down for that. So here we go. There's a proper Korean title for it, but Lord knows my Korean is Chong Chos Kishi. Yeah, let's just say my Korean is not great. Like, I can barely read the characters as is, let alone know what they mean. But 120 BPM is what we will call it, and I am ready. So, here we go. Why are you I still haven't figured out why my computer's doing that recently, but thankfully it was in the first 5 seconds. Oh! Very gentle, light, almost rockish sound, but with an instrumental that allows her voice to shine when it needs to. And then straight into the second verse afterwards. Okay. Water. Honestly, I prefer water over milk. God, what a voice, though. Her voice rings. Two things. What a guitar solo. Two, what in the horror story is going on? It's another one of those vocals that has a really subtle vibrato in her tone, and the whole, I think, charm of her voice is that very faint vibrato, but also her vocal power is really impressive. Very nice song. I like it a lot. Man, the solos we've checked out recently, bringing this type of vibe has been a time. It's like, off the rip right now, I'm thinking 10 centimeters, My Ultimate First Love, yes, because Jin did Ordinary Confession, KyoungSeo's 120 BPM. Like these three songs, for me, have ticked this one very specific box of this like really bright but not too quick songs about romance and love. And it has just been such a vibe. I just something about the nature of the song combined with the timing that it's been released. Because well, this song's been out for what, a couple days now? It'll be coming up to 2 days. But well, for me and for all of us in like the northern hemisphere, we're getting into that point of the year where it is very much end of spring. We're getting into summer pretty soon. It's really warm out. And just getting bright but also kind of emotionally sappy music like this at a time where the world outside is also getting brighter and getting into a little bit of that sappy vibe. I love it. I love that pairing. I always have loved the pairing. I love summer releases, but the little like 4 or 5 week window before the full summer season starts might have some of my favorite music that comes out throughout the year. Because it's always got this, artists always pull inspiration from the surrounding elements or their personal anecdotes, and they just manage, whether by coincidence or purely by choice, bring that brighter sound almost like a flower sprouting out of the ground. The energy of the song very much kind of just sprouts out of the ground. It's very natural, but it's also very pretty and it's very gentle. And you really only get that this time of the year. I'm really glad I checked this one out because it's so freaking pretty. Her voice also is kind of magical. It's a very clean voice, also a very powerful voice. Not in terms of like how you've got some like main vocalists in groups that just have a loud and powerful and kind of almost imposing voice in a way where you can't really miss it. Her voice isn't like that, but whenever she gets into like the higher, more powerful tones, her voice just cuts so clear through the music that you can't help but to notice it. That's really cool. This was a very spectacular time, and I'm glad I took the time to check it out because, again, kind of a low key Yoda track for me. Like, genuinely, those three songs I mentioned earlier, Imogen's Ordinary Confession, 10 Centimeters, My Ultimate First Love, KyoungSeo's 120 BPM, I can confidently put these three in a group together and just call it my Happy Springtime playlist. Or my Happy Springtime mixtape. Is that's genuinely the feeling I get from listening to music like this. And I'm so glad we get more. I want more artists. I don't care if they're groups or soloists. I want more songs following this genre before the summer season rolls around. Because once the summer season rolls around, it is party time. It is upbeat vibes. But while we still have this in between time, I just want a little bit more. But that's me being selfish. But this was spectacular. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. But that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.